Hi guys, how's it going? My name is Manuel, but today I'm going to be talking about bees' goals. Bees' goals here in this topic are what can a bee do and what is it really good at. So let's go and start our topic today. First, you see around us in our countryside like this, it's not really rare to see a part of bees flying in my garden. I see it nearly every week. Yeah, and each time it starts with 3 to 6 bees. Sometimes it's reached to 8 bees too. Well, those bees really like to go into the flower to go into the gardens that have lots of flowers. Okay, next, it cares for others. It cares for others a lot. It cares for other bees that are in its group. Yeah, bee is a careful kind of animals. They're but pretty smart. They know the way how to take care of others too. They also take care of bodily views. And they also have a job to take care of some flowers around. I don't think if you have known this before, but if you don't, then don't worry. In a real life like this, bees would usually, if they see a larva around, yeah, usually a kind of a baby of a butterfly, yeah, a larva like that. Those bees would bring them home into their colonies where they live. And you know what? Once those larvae is being bring to a house, they would fed for them for daily time. They fed them nearly every day. Well, what is the reason why those bees helps to feed those larvae? They can go and find food by themselves. Because, you see, when they do that, they will have a really good advice that they can get a really good things from them. Yeah, that's right. They doesn't always do one thing. That doesn't have any ideas. Next is to produce. The way that those people would warns other bees is by the queen bees, and she would have a job to born those eggs, and for just some, for just one time of her reproducing, she maybe can reach to 1,000 bees in just one time. Yeah, that's a lot. Next, we can have different brownies that deal with the mates. You understand? And next, workers. Workers would reproduce with females. Yes, so that is some ways that those bees do to reproduce more bees. Next, boat. They build a lot of things. They're not a worker or builder, but they know how to build the things that they need to know. Like, they can build a hive for them to put in the honeybees that they collect. They can also build a nest or a honeycomb, and they can also build a community themselves. Kind of like they build a community, like workers of bees. Yeah, that kind of communities would be with other bees together. That communities can go and collect nectar together. Yeah, so that is what a bee can also build. Well, did you ever wonder why those bees just buzz around us? Not just they do it because of fun, but they do it to communicate with other bees. They, of course, they don't know how to talk, but different way of buzzing for them. It's different for us, but it's the same for us, but different for our bees. That is a special way for them to communicate. Next, they also have a brain cell. You see, every kind of animals, peoples, anything around us, any living things around us is being built with cell. Cell are really small parts that is really important. Kind of like it's a part that's used to build up a body of somebody. Yet your hands now is made out of cells. Look at your whole body. It's made out of thousands of cells, millions and billions of cells. So you see, just one bee, they look really small than us. Then its cells may be smaller than us. But for just one bee, it can be nearly 10,000 cells in just one bee. You know, the bee is also made out of cells, but it's smaller than us, so it have a smaller amount of cells than us. But humans like us have, here we have 1 trillion cells. Yeah, I'm really sure if this is 1 trillion cells. But just think that humans and bees have not just a small amount of cells. Bigger kind of living things, a bigger amount of cells. And remember for me, all kinds of different living things is built up with cells. Next, collect. Those bees can collect different things for its living, like nectar, pollen, and you see, bees are just workers, and they just have jobs to make honey for us. Why do it have to communicate? It have to communicate to get information from its friend. Kind of like if there's a friend over there and he said, "Oh, that flowers looks really good. You should go and try some nectars in that part." Well, if you can communicate like that, you can know more about what can you do. Kind of like if you just a new bee and you don't know what to do, there will be another bee that will communicate for you to teach you what should you do. Well, not just buzzing is a way of communicate in bee. There's also a ways of communicating, like dance. Yeah, bee can dance. It looks so fun, right? But yes, it's true. Next, they can fly. Of course, they have clear wings that help them to fly because their bodies are really light. They're not really heavy. They're not massive. While those small wings can help them to fly. Okay, next, some of them might discussions with ours. They can recognize what kinds of bee is what kinds of bees. You know, there's not just one kind of bees. There are bees and wasps. So they also need to take care of what kind of bees are they facing on? If they're facing on all kind of swarm, then it will be really, really dangerous for them. So it needs to have ways to recognize what kind of bee is in our group. So if it can't decide, it can't know which kinds of bees is friends and which kind of bee is its are enemies. It'd be really, really bad idea for them. And when they know how to recognize some kinds of wasps around them, they can know the way how to prepare for the fight. That's really what's safe for bees, right? So that is a lot of information about bees. But I just want to say you something. Bees is a really important kind of animals in their life. It helps us to make honey, a really good food that we use. And also, it helps us to get nectars and really good things in nature. So, now, if you are really complex fan of honeys, then please take care of the bees too. I know that you like honey, but don't always just collect it many times because it'd be really hard for them to build another hive. Yeah, so take care for the bees, and those bees would really does help you in your life. Goodbye.